What's up YouTube, welcome back to Indicamonique's channel. So today I'm going to be updating you guys on 8 new perfumes that I've tried recently. There's so many launches coming out, and honestly it's really hard to keep up with first impressions. I definitely need time to kind of see how I feel about the scent, the vibe that I'm getting, and come back and update you guys, because I feel like it's only right. First impressions are kind of, you never know, the next day you may try it and you're like, I don't even like this scent at all, what was I talking about? Or you may feel like I actually did like the scent and now I'm kind of like, it's not as bad as I made it seem. I want to give this kind of update thing a title, something that like we know, we get what we're talking about for like perfume updates, kind of like speed reviews but for fragrances. So if you guys have any ideas or any like cute little segment names we could call this, let me know in the comment sections down below, because I would love to kind of have like a cute little name for it, because we got to be different, we got to be unique than everybody else out here. Because if you're subscribed over here, we're the littest, we're the best, and I'm glad you hit that subscribe button and joined. So let's go ahead and jump into the first fragrance that I've tried recently, which is Nest Vanilla Bourbon. So I've been testing this one out. I do have like an update for you guys. I will definitely link or put a card up of my original review, first impression of this fragrance. First off, I just want to say that the bottle on the Nest Vanilla Bourbon travel size is absolutely stunning. I feel like a lot of the time these higher end brands, these more expensive designer brands, we get something very just basic, and I feel like I love that these bottles feel heavy. I feel like they give you a little bit of something more. So yeah, I really enjoy the bottle, and just the whole presentation of it is really pretty. This is a very deep, sensual vanilla. You get the bourbon, you get a deep vanilla scent. This is definitely giving me a fall and winter fragrance. It's definitely giving me, maybe you're going out on date night, you're going to town with your girls, you're going out, maybe you're going somewhere with your family and it's just like a nighttime setting, or somewhere, you know, maybe a dinner with family, to a nice restaurant or wherever you're doing. But I just feel like this is a very like deep, sexy scent. I do get similar vibes to Vanilla 28 from Kayali, only because this fragrance has that brown sugar and it is deep. And you also have florals in this. So Kayali Vanilla 28 also has florals in it. This one has jasmine in it. I'll pop up a picture of the notes, because I'm not gonna go through the notes and everything, because I do have full detailed reviews on each of these fragrances, I believe, that I'm about to get into. So you can go watch that if you want to like see more depth on like the notes and my first impression and all that. But just so far, my thoughts really haven't changed on this one. I still feel like it's a deep, heavy vanilla bourbon scent. I don't feel like it's groundbreaking. It smells almost like vanilla extract. You get the brown sugar. I don't really get many orange bitters in this. I mainly just get like a very vanilla, brown sugar, pure extract vanilla, bit of sweetness, but it's a realistic sweetness. Like, it's not a sugary, artificial. This is like a sweetness, but like from a realistic standpoint, like from just real pure vanilla, the sweetness that you get in that. So this is a very grown woman scent to me. I wouldn't really see any young girl wearing this. I mean, granted, I am young. Okay guys, first of all, let me know in the comment sections down below when is your birthday. I would love to know when your birthday is, and also let me know your sign. I would love to know your sign, because I'm a Libra. I will be 24 September 25th. So September, I'm going hard with the content up until my birthday, honestly. So that's besides the point. But so yeah, this, I mean, I feel like at 25-ish, you know, I mean, if you're in your younger 20s, you could still wear this, but this is like a deep, mature vanilla. Not mature in the sense of old lady, it's just mature in the sense of it's like very deep. This is a deep, sensual, dark vanilla scent. And yeah, my thoughts haven't changed on this. The longevity is really nice on this one. I get like over 5 hours with this fragrance. I tried it the first time and it like stayed on my skin all the way up until I needed to take a shower, and then I put it on another day just to kind of see how I was feeling about it and if anything changed in the scent. I mean, since there isn't, I know there are more notes in this probably because they only list to us the keynotes, but this scent doesn't really change too much to me. Like, it just becomes more of a sweet vanilla scent. You kind of lose a little bit of the florals and just becomes like a deep vanilla scent over time. Excited to pull this out for the fall, winter time. definitely, yeah, fall, winter. Like I could not, this is way too heavy for spring and summer. Absolutely. Like this came out at the right time because we're getting into August, September, and so I feel like this is going to be nice for that. This is good for layering because it doesn't clash. It's blended really well. And yeah, I mean, there's not really much more I can say about this scent, just that it is a nice vanilla, giving vanilla 28. Great for layering and very, very deep. So the next one I'm going to update you guys on is the Gucci Gorgeous Flora Orchid. This one has a lot of vanilla in it. I've been testing this one out. Honestly, I want to say the most out of all the fragrances. But so here is the little travel size bottle. I actually really do like this scent. It's not much more I can say about it. I like the scent. It's very fresh, vanilla. This gives me a very summertime, springtime vanilla. I know some people were saying they get banana from this, and I don't necessarily get banana, but at the dry down of this, I do get something very, just like a very pretty creamy vanilla scent with like just a little bit of freshness. But the opening is very fresh, almost like a citrusy, zesty, lemony smell, but like not in a bad way and not like a cleaner type of smell, but just a very like fresh vanilla scent. This is a very pretty scent. The only bone I have to pick with this scent is, y'all, come on, like y'all don't gotta rev your engine, we literally don't care. The only thing that I don't enjoy is that it doesn't last as long as I wish it could. Other than that, I would definitely love it. So I want to get a full bottle of this. I'm just not rushing, only because I feel like the season for this fragrance is definitely more spring and summer, and we're kind of getting past that. So I'm just gonna keep my travel size, see how, you know, maybe over time if this gets a little bit stronger. But I have been using this a lot. Like I've used this the most out of everything because I feel like this is every day. It's just really pretty. Like I wore this fresh out the shower. It was like a nice citrusy, clean vanilla scent, and then you get a lot more vanilla in the dry down. The price is very high for this one though, so the fact that the longevity is lacking kind of pulls me back from buying a full-size bottle. And I know a lot of you guys mentioned that this doesn't last in my original review, which I'm glad we all are kind of on the same page. Like this scent really doesn't last. And it's a beautiful scent. It's a nice scent. I do enjoy it, but the longevity for the price, like if we're talking about a affordable fragrance or something like that, I will definitely be like, oh yeah, because I'll repurchase it, no problem. I'll spray happily all over multiple times and it's no big deal. But with this one, it's like, dang, when you're respraying, you paid a little pretty penny. Okay, so I mean, I don't know, I feel like I do really enjoy the scent. I wish the longevity was better, so I'll see how this scent develops over time if I get any better longevity. But for right now, my mind is still the same. This is one of the best ones that I've tried. It's just I can't with that longevity. Like Gucci, ma'am, sir, it doesn't last, like barely 4 hours, maybe 3, like, and then it becomes a very much skin scent for me. And I know some people said that this lasted, but it really just doesn't last for me. And it sucks because I really enjoy the scent, but it's not even a typical vanilla scent that I gravitate towards. I really like sweet vanillas, and this is very sweet, but like it has just like a twist, a refreshing burst of like zestiness that I really actually like. So yeah, if it lasted longer, this will be for sure. Now I'm gonna go ahead and jump into YSL Libre Flowers and Flames. So this one is very strong. I'll pop up a picture of the notes. The notes in this one are very boom, like hello. You get the florals, you get the lavender strong. It's very pungent lavender, not screechy in a sense, but just a cooling type of lavender. Isn't my favorite. I'm still kind of feeling the same way I felt about it. Longevity is amazing though. So I did use this and I feel like it lasted like all day. Like it's very, very strong. Like I have no issues with the lasting power on this scent. I do feel like I did, when I tried it again, I did start getting a little bit of the vanilla more, because in my original video I was just dragging the fact I wasn't getting no vanilla, and I still don't get much vanilla. These are very similar to a lot of the Libre fragrances. So if you've tried Libre, Libre Intense, you know, any of the sisters, cousins, family members of the Libre line, this doesn't tread too far away from it. You just get something a little bit slightly sweeter, and honestly I don't know if I want to say more lavender. Like the lavender is kicking, punching in this scent right here. Like I get straight up lavender. I don't know, I just thought I was gonna get something a little bit sweeter with the coconut and the vanilla, and to me it's just like a lavender pungent lavender smell, but it is very strong. It is very long lasting. It is a very bougie scent. I wouldn't even say that this is just strictly a summertime, springtime fragrance. I feel like this can be used year round because it has a lot of depth to it. It does give off this sexy vibe though. It almost gives something a little bit mysterious. Like you see this woman and she's like there, and it just smells very clean and sophisticated and put together. So I do enjoy this scent. I do like it more than how I felt originally, but still, like if you're not a lavender girly, or if you do like lavender but it has to be done a certain way, don't get this. Don't get anything from the Libre line, honestly, because it is lavender. That's what they do. But it is a bougie, sophisticated scent. You do get a little slight bit of sweetness in the dry down. But yeah, I mean, just to brag on this one though, the longevity is like probably the best out of everything. So if you're looking for a long lasting fragrance, then you know where to go. Libre Flowers and Flames is gonna get you all day. Okay, so next up we have Sabrina Carpenter's Sweet Tooth Cherry Baby. So this is the bottle here. It's just a red bottle. Looks very similar to all of the other Sweet Tooth fragrances. I really do enjoy the original Sweet Tooth. It's very sugary, sweet, fluffy. Just there is something in there that gives me like a little different vibe. Like I actually really enjoy that one more than I thought I would. And so with this one, I was kind of expecting something more. So with this one, the cherry lasts a lot longer on your clothes versus on your skin. So I get a similar sweetness to the original Sweet Tooth by Sabrina Carpenter. This one just has a little bit of depth. If you're worried about the patchouli, don't worry about it. This is a really affordable scent. I just feel like the longevity isn't the best on this one, but the cherry is nice when you get it. Like when you first spray it, it is a blast of cherry, which isn't really my favorite, honestly, because I do honestly I saw someone say that cherry scents always give them Robitussin, and that just had me literally crying laughing, because I'm like, cherry scents always sometimes pull medicine. Like this one does pull medicine like in the opening, and then it kind of like simmers down, like the cherry kind of almost disappears, and you get something kind of like sweet, fluffy. Like the sweetness just comes through a lot more towards the dry down. So like the opening is very cherry forward. I almost get something almondy in this, but I think it's just the chocolate in it. I would say it's like teetering being like a bitter chocolate, because it is a dark chocolate, and I do feel like I get something almost like bittery in this one. But then you get a lot of sweetness, very similar to the sweetness that you get in the original Sweet Tooth. So it is a nice addition. I feel like it's a flanker because it makes sense in the line. It does give Sweet Tooth, the original Sweet Tooth. I never tried Caramel Dream, but it does give Sweet Tooth just with like a cherry vibe in it, with maybe like a little bit more depth, but it doesn't last that long. So if you like cherry scents, there are so many dupes of like Tom Ford Lost Cherry. I mean, this one doesn't even remind me of Tom Ford Lost Cherry. It just reminds me of like a sweet sugary cherry, almost like a cherry marshmallow scent, if that makes sense, because it is so sweet and fluffy. This one definitely gives me almost like a marshmallowy cherry. But yeah, you lose the cherry, and I do like spraying this on my clothes more, because when I sprayed it on my clothes, I could still smell the cherry for way longer, which was nice. But the longevity isn't the best. I feel like I get better longevity out of the original Sabrina Carpenter Sweet Tooth. I feel like that one lasts a little bit longer, but it has been sitting longer. So I will see how the longevity does. But I wouldn't mind wearing this nighttime, chilling. I mean, even if I was going somewhere, I wouldn't mind throwing this on. I would say it gives almost a nighttime vibe, but that sweetness makes it really playful and makes it really just nice. So you can use this in the daytime too. I wouldn't mind wearing this like to go get my nails done, or you know, like I'm going to the grocery store to go get like all my fall time vibe stuff, you know, like just I wouldn't mind wearing it like for that type of thing. But just know that you're gonna have to respray. But for the price point, I mean, I'm not mad at it. So if you're looking for a cherry scent, you don't have many cherry scents, you're just looking for something affordable, and you maybe love Sabrina Carpenter, or not even that you love her, because I don't associate the scents with the people. I'm not judging it based off the person, just simply the smell. So I mean, if you're looking for something sweet and sugary with like some cherryness in there, I would say go for it. But if you have a lot of cherry scents, or you want something that's gonna last longer, you're not really interested in investing in something that's not gonna last super long, then I would say just skip out on this one. But I mean, there's a person for this scent, and I'm glad to have it. Hopefully the longevity gets better, but I am impressed more with the sweetness that I got from the scent, similar to the Sweet Tooth vibe. So I do like this, and I definitely will be pairing this up with things that I have. Someone asked for me to do like a decluttering video because I have a lot of body mist and like fragrances, and I was planning on doing that. I'm probably gonna start a Macari, honestly, you guys, for you, just so I can like get rid of some scents, and like just get rid of like body mist and stuff, because there's so many things and I really can't keep up. This one is the most controversial and I'm so confused. Like, I'm about to have to spray this for real because we gotta talk about it. So this is the Burberry Goddess Intense. So nobody likes this scent at all, literally. I mean, I think I saw one comment from somebody that said they actually got like a smoky vanilla sexiness from this. I'm just gonna spray my hand. I do have some thoughts on this one. So when I first tried this one, I had it on my arm for a few hours. So I was at the dry down at that point. I did respray it. You can see it in my original video. I'll link it up here. But I had already kind of had a few hours with the scent. This one, there is somebody on YouTube. I will put a picture of the video right here and probably link it, because this is exactly like the way she described it. I loved it. She did an amazing job with the video explaining Burberry Goddess Intense and Burberry the original Goddess, and I love the way she explained it and explained this scent, and it is spot on for how I feel. This scent, the opening is not it. I'm just being 100 with you. Like, the opening is very lavender. I feel like some people said they got something minty. I get that too, like a light mintiness. The lavender is like the star of this. Slightly different lavender than what I get in the Flowers and Flames. This one's louder to me, the lavender. This one just has something mixed in there that I can't quite put my finger on. But yeah, so what I have to say about this fragrance is the opening is not it. But if you can get to the dry down of this fragrance, which I know it's probably like, girl, if I don't like the opening, then like why waste my time? And to me, on my skin, y'all, this is like such a sweet vanilla. And that's what she was saying in her video, that like she gets a vanilla overload, and that's what I get at the dry down. So if you can get past the opening of this, I actually do like this. Now, if you're just spraying this in Sephora and then going about your day, you're gonna be like, this is the worst scent. Absolutely no. Which I get it, because the opening of this isn't my favorite. Like, it is something sharp. The lavender, it's almost unisex and masculine, but then once you get to the dry down, it is more feminine with that vanilla sweetness. I don't get much patchouli from this. I think the only thing that throws the scent off is that there's only lavender in the opening, and there's no more of that ginger and cacao that kind of gave it a little bit of spiciness and a little bit more sweetness in the opening with the cacao. This one is definitely more sharp, more masculine in the opening. Honestly, not my favorite opening, for sure. Like, when I first sprayed it, it wasn't as bad, but as I've used this over the last few days and like would smell it and like kind of see what you guys were saying, the opening is definitely strong. It's definitely, you know, overpowering with that lavender. It's a little bit screechy, it's a little bit minty, but to me, I get so much vanilla out of this. And honestly, I prefer the original always. Like, that is one of my favorite scents, and it can do no wrong. It's blended beautifully. It's a very nice vanilla. You still get a lot of vanilla sophistication from that scent. This is just a very deeper one, because it can almost be masculine. So this one I feel like could be worn by a man. It's just that opening. It's just that opening, but it's the dry down for me. Like, that's why so many people in the comments were saying they didn't like it, and I was responding back to them like, okay, but what are you getting in the dry down? Because that's what we need to talk about, because I'm getting so much vanilla, and I like the vanilla that I get. Not saying that it's necessarily something that I would need a full bottle of. I don't think I would need a full bottle of this, because to me, scratch out the openings, the dry down to me is like similar. Like, I'm getting similarities. This one is not that much more long lasting than the original. I feel like you get great longevity out of both, but I wouldn't say that this is just crazy more long lasting. You just get something more powerful in the opening, which honestly isn't my favorite. It can be a little headache inducing. It can be a little bit much, honestly. Yeah, so the opening is not my favorite, but yeah, the dry down of this is really nice. So I get it. If you are someone that doesn't like lavender, if you don't like, you know, that just heavy, almost can be a little masculine, a little minty, screechy in the opening, I get it. Like, don't waste your time, because like, if you don't like a scent, the money is not worth it. Like, the dry down, I mean, the dry down is gonna ultimately last longer than the opening, but still, it's like, if you don't like something, stick with the original or whatever. But I do feel like this is kind of made for a different crowd, and I do like the dry down of it. So I don't know what it is, but some people were saying they mainly only got lavender and patchouli in the dry down. I really don't get any patchouli, and I just get a very vanilla forward scent. Like, it's a sexy vanilla scent. With the original, I feel like it could be worn year round, and same with this one. I feel like it could be worn year round. It doesn't have to just be, you know, winter time, whatever. But my thoughts on the opening have changed more. They are different in the sense of the opening, but I do get that same Burberry Goddess DNA vanilla, but just a little bit heavier and more vanilla. So would I say this is full bottle worthy? No. Like that girl was saying in her video, so I said it's so spot on. If you go into this knowing what you're gonna get, you may actually really like this, because I feel like over time this is gonna get even sweeter. And I know some people that I saw reviewing this, their juice wasn't that dark. Like, I'm like, wait, where did you get this from? Like, did we get ours from the same? And honestly, you don't want to waste your time, because if, like, let's say that is the case, like, let's say the one I got is actually pretty dark and then I buy it in another bottle and it's not, and it smells completely off-putting, I don't got time to play around with an expensive fragrance. Like, we're not talking about a body mist. So I get that no one would want to waste their time with that, but I did see people reviewing this and their bottles weren't that dark, and I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, you do get a lot of lavender in the opening. I feel like it is a little bit more masculine leaning, but it's the dry down. Simple. Like, that's just what it is for me. It's the dry down that I actually really enjoy from this scent. So would I purchase a full bottle of this? No, because I love the original Burberry Goddess, and I feel like people were saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But this is for a different crowd. Like, I feel like a man could wear this. It is a little bit deeper. Just the vanilla, it's the vanilla for me though in the dry down. This is a very vanilla forward fragrance on my skin. Now, if you don't get that on your skin, like, everybody's different. I'm not the type of person that's gonna get like in my feelings about if you say you don't like a scent that I like, or vice versa, because it is simply a fragrance, and skin chemistry and maybe the way we smell or our personal preferences will be different. So if you tell me, girl, you're tripping, this scent smells disgusting, I'm not gonna take it personally, and vice versa. So we could always be open here. Like, if you smell something, tell me what you're getting in it. Like, I'm curious. I want to know what you guys are picking up on, because then maybe I might start picking up on it, and it's just interesting to me. So I'm actually fascinated to hear what you guys have to say. So I love for you guys to drop your feelings down. Okay, so real quickly, I'm gonna run over some body mist that dropped. So this is Caramel Skin and Coconut Skin. I have trying to wear Coconut Skin. I wore it to Lowe's. I went to Lowe's with my boyfriend and I wore this. But this one, when I sprayed it, my first impression, I will link it up here, I really liked this. I was like, oh, it's better than this. They're both starting to be equally screechy to me. I don't know what it is, but the Coconut Skin, it's something in there. When I sprayed it, I literally gagged. Like, I was literally coughing, and it's a body mist, so I'm like, whoa. It gets better as it settles, but like the opening was something almost like, I don't want to say plasticky, but I don't know. I feel like when I first sprayed it, I liked it so much more. Like, I got more like the caramel sweetness, versus now it's like it's there, but it's like there's something also jumping out at me when I smell this scent. So I still like it. I just feel like I don't know what really happened. I feel like I liked it, but it's kind of like changing up a little bit. A lot of people mainly bought the Caramel Skin. Like, all of my comments were filled with Caramel Skin. Nobody was really talking about the Coconut Skin, and I'm like, but I still like the Coconut Skin, don't get it twisted, because once it gets past that like sharpness in the opening, or like that smell that makes me like literally bit then I like it. But it's just like something right there that I'm like, I don't know if I was sensitive that day, because the first day it wasn't an issue. I liked it and the longevity was nice on it. But Caramel Skin has been getting almost more milkier. I need to get some fragrance tester strips, because you guys, if I keep on spraying these scents all over my body, like I literally absolutely can't. But this one literally smells like caramel milk to me. Some people were saying this smelled like celery. Some people were saying that this smelled like bad. They didn't like it. They weren't getting caramel from it. To me, this is a very heavy caramel scent. Like, that's almost all I get, and it can be heavy. That's why I liked the Coconut Skin more, because this one seemed really heavy to me. I was like, I like the caramelness that I get in it, but like it is very heavy, like a candle, literally, like you're smelling straight up caramel candle. But I still like it for some reason, because to me this has been getting a little bit more milky. These are scents, if you can get your nose on these, I would definitely smell them in store, because there is the other one, which is the heavy cream, which I just did a review today, but I have been trying this one out, so I will go ahead and update you guys just in case you're watching these on different days, because I have been trying this for 2 days now. To me, this one is very light, fluffy, sugary. It probably lasts the shortest out of these. It still is pretty long lasting, but it's not as long lasting as, like, let's say Caramel Skin. This one is not very latonic. It is latonic, but in a very light, fluffy, sugary, airy cloud type of way, versus Caramel Skin, which is like decadent, milk type of smell, but I do get something still very like creamy, sugary, fluffy, marshmallowy, whipped creamy in this. But the opening of this isn't my favorite, and I don't know, I feel like it's kind of like that with all of these. Like the opening are kind of a little bit off-putting, and then you get something nice, and it's kind of just like, they're not bad, but I don't know. I really need to try vanilla skin, because I feel like a lot of people are drooling over vanilla skin, and I've just been buying all these new body mist, and I'm just kind of like a little bit overwhelmed and then underwhelmed at the same time, if that makes sense. So yeah, heavy cream is very like sugary. There's a lot of notes in here. I don't really get anything florally. I almost get something a little bit orangey, lemony in the opening, with a little bit of something salty, slightly very milky. Yeah, the dry down of this becomes very like, you just literally layered like a body lotion that is like straight whipped cream on your skin, like something a little bit sugary in there, and you lose the lemon and orange which you get in the opening, which that's what I don't like. So I prefer the dry down of this one way more, but it's still not just something that like I'm crazy obsessed with or just drooling over. I really don't know how I would rank those, to be honest. I still enjoy coconut skin, but all of them I'm kind of like, I'm just gonna put them away for a little bit and kind of come back to them and see how I feel. But as of right now, caramel skin is very heavy, thick, milky caramel. Coconut skin is like a coconutty, slightly sunscreeny, sweet type of smell with like a little bit of florals in there, depth, musky. And then with the heavy cream, you just get almost like a marshmallow blanket, sugary, fluffy type of vibe. So okay, so that is all of my updates for these new releases. I will do another video updating you guys on all of the new fragrance releases that are coming out that I don't yet have. I just placed an order for Britney Spears Fantasy Candy. I was able to finally get that one, but it doesn't ship, like it's pre-order. So when I get that, I'll update you guys. But I'm gonna make a video for sure updating you guys on some new fragrances that are coming out. But if you made it this far into the video, be sure to comment real one. So I wanted to do something a little cute for you guys, because y'all are, honestly, I just really rock with y'all. So if you guys don't know, I work for Sephora from home. I've been like a team lead, I've done chats, I've done email. I've been doing it for almost like 3 years now, and we're having our friends and family discount. So it actually starts today, Friday, which today is what? So today is the 9th, so it actually does start today, and it goes all the way up until the 18th or the 19th, I believe. I'll leave all details up here, but I can refer up to 250 people. I'm gonna take out about 5 of those for like my family, so about 245 of you. Comment real one down below. Also comment your email address and make sure that you're subscribed. All those things. Comment real one, your email address, and make sure you're subscribed, and I will email you the link. This is not a scam. I don't need to scam you guys. Like, if asking for your email, I'm gonna send you a legit link. It's gonna have my name on it, Indica. Whenever you go to sign in, and you'll get the code, you'll get 20% off. It is a one-time use, and yeah, the promotion goes up for a while. So I would love to shop with you guys, see what you guys are gonna buy. Are you gonna buy any of these new fragrances here, any of these new releases that are at Sephora? Yeah, just kind of let me know what you guys are gonna buy. I'm probably gonna pick up on some new makeup and just enjoy my 20% off. So I would love to share it with you guys, so be sure to do that. I would love to let you guys save a little bit, because I appreciate you guys supporting me, and I'm like, if I have all of these discounts and I don't have that many family and friends, like, why would I not share with you guys? I don't think I can just post it like broadly, the link. That's why it's better for me to send it to you to your email. So make sure that your email is a valid email address when you comment it down below, and I will be sure to send that to you guys as soon as possible, because it has already started. So, but I'm probably going to be shopping once the afternoon delight, it drops on the 12th on the app. So that's probably when I'm going to use my discount, just so I can get that along with some other things. But let me know what you guys plan on purchasing. Let me know how you feel about these new fragrances in the comment sections down below, and until you have to catch my next one. So bye.